You know, it's kind of one of the best kept secrets in West Michigan, but with a lineup this big, it's pretty hard to keep it quiet. The January series returning to Calvin University this week, bringing some of the world's most influential voices right to our doorstep here in West Michigan. From a former U.S. Surgeon General to Pulitzer Prize winners, musical virtuosos, they're all coming. This free 10-day event is designed to challenge us to listen, to learn, and to be curious. And here to preview this year's incredible roster of speakers, we've got the director of the January series, Michael Wildsmith. Good morning, Michael.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
So happy you're here. And
I'm so glad to be here.
And you're doing this again, and as you well should.
Yeah.
Because, let's just start here. For those who might be new to West Michigan or maybe haven't heard of the January series, tell us about what it is.
Yeah, so the January series is a free public lecture series given as a gift to our community from Calvin University. We're almost 40 years old, so we've been doing this now for 40 years, giving amazing lectures and talks and experiences to our audience. We know that these opportunities make our community better and stronger, and we're all better people when we learn together. So we want to give because we love to learn.
And it's true that, it's a right phrase that you are gifting this to us because it is free, and these names aren't coming here. They are big names. So describe the January. What does it look like? How long does it last? How many days? That type of feel.
So the January series is a 10-day free lecture series, right? It's easy to attend either in person or online, right? Sometimes traveling or your work schedule makes it complicated. So we want you to participate in a way that works well for you. So we love that it's accessible. So whether you choose to join us in person at a remote site or online, we'd love to have you.
You could be doing it right now. Look at some of these, look at these faces and some of these names. Before we dive into who you're bringing, what is, this is happening right now. So let's talk about what you want people to walk away with.
So, I was thinking about this. I just love it when we keep learning together, right? It's the reminder that whether you're done school, right, you can continue learning, right? And this is a chance that we can learn together. And so I want you to discover something new about this amazing world. I want you to discover something new about yourself. And I want you to discover it together with other people so that you can bounce ideas. Because we could go to the same talk and we could hear two different things or somewhat similar things, but the chance to talk about it and process it in community is so valuable. And so we're learning something about something we didn't know about. And so one of our speakers a couple years ago had a tagline. She said, "I never thought of it that way." And that's the beauty of it, right? I didn't think of the Chinese pipa as an instrument in a way, and now I get to see someone play it who's a master of her craft.
Oh, the best one in the world, right? I haven't even heard about that instrument until I read more about her. Well, let's start with her. That's one of your speakers.
So Wu Man is joining us on stage, a MacArthur Fellow, a wonderful musician, and she's going to be sharing how she uses that instrument, right? She's a master of the pipa, but also using it to build bridges with other cultures, other people. So she's using her instrument and music, right, which transcends lots of different ways. How does she share her culture and what she knows and builds bridges with other people, right? And so we're going to come into it, and I've never been to a pipa concert before.
And me either.
But this is our chance. And so I'm excited that now I'll get to appreciate something new, and by someone who just knows it really well. And it's for free.
Knows it very well. Yo-Yo Ma calls her when it's time to do a concert. So, there's a big name in that field.
She's been with the Grand Rapids Symphony before.
And then that's music. You got a little bit of sports in there, too.
We do, So Sabrina Little is a professor at Ohio State University, right? And she is an endurance athlete. She's won lots of long running races. But she also studies the philosophy and the sport together. And so how does being an athlete, right? How does that make us be better people, right? And how does it change who we are as people, right? The wins, the losses, being on a team, all of these different variables. And she's going to look at it, but also from a philosophical angle. So it's a very different approach too, not one that I usually attach, right, with it, but I'm going to get to experience it through her. And maybe it's going to change something for me. And
I'm very Harry Smith adjacent. He's in our field. He's a broadcaster, Pulitzer Prize. They got good,
I know.
And then you got
repertoire.
Tutu. Naomi Tutu is going to be back. And then you got a former U.S. Surgeon General.
Right. So Vivek Murthy has this wonderful book, right, on loneliness, right? And so, in college and academic circles, sometimes we talk about students are struggling, right? How to build bridges and how to make friends. And technology has given us a lot. It's also provided new challenges, right? And so, but we're all struggling, right? How do we make friends? How do we invite people into our lives? How do we put ourselves into other people's lives? How do we meet new people, right? Especially for new people who come to this community, right? And so reminders and ideas about how to build community, right? So that we can feel part of this community and not be so lonely.
Now, you just named, we just went over like just only 3 or
I know,
4 of these
I know.
speakers, completely different topics,
I know.
but all
Yeah.
great themes.
All
And there's
over.
so many more
All
going on
over.
this week.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, okay, let's say people can't get out this week
Yeah.
for any reason. Is there a way to do this virtually? Is there any way?
So visit our website, www.calvin.edu/January.
That's
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Or go to the Calvin homepage. You can type in the January series in the search box. It will bring you there. You can read all about our speakers. You can find out how to participate in person, but also online. You can register to watch there, and all you do is type in your name and your email. Every day we'll send you a link to watch that talk, and you have until midnight. So I know we're all busy, right? And we have different things going on, asking of our time. You could watch this during dinner,
Absolutely.
right? You could watch this before you go to bed. You could watch this while you're making dinner or over lunch. So lots of different ways. We want you to be we want to make it easy.
And you have. I mean, you
That's our
really have.
hope,
And,
yeah.
it's,
That's our
and it's
hope.
happening right now.
Yeah.
Calvin University Covenant Fine Arts Center. Any of those names ring a bell or intrigue
I
you?
hope so. I hope so.
There's quite a few more to check out,
Yeah.
too, if you
Yeah.
haven't been to calvin.edu. Again, you can do this virtually as well, and it is entirely free.
Yeah.
Check out calvin.edu/January, and you'll get more information. And we need to say thank you to you and Calvin University for bringing this gift every year. You should definitely check this out.